Hello, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about dreams and dream interpretation. There's a whole lot of things that could be said about dreams, and I don't want this video to be super long. I just wanted to give kind of a brief overview on how to interpret your dreams. It sounds scary, but it doesn't have to be. This was prompted by a fun email exchange I had with a client this week, and she had a number of very fascinating dreams, and she emailed them to me and said that she felt like they were important but didn't know why or what was important about them. And when I read them too, I thought, whoa, these dreams, they definitely have a meaning, but what is this meaning? And so the thing about dreams is that they often don't make any sense with the logical mind. They bring all sorts of weird stuff in from who even knows where. Who knows? I don't know. But our brains generate this stuff, and very often it has messages for us. And so for this client, normally what I would have done is just tuned into her energy and asked what these dreams meant. But in this particular situation, I felt like, nope, she needs to do it herself. And so I sent her instructions on how to interpret her dreams and asked her to please update me when she had an update. And she did a few days later, and her interpretation of this dream just blew my mind away. It was so meaningful. It took this dream from being like, oh, what a weird dream, to being this deeply meaningful message for her life. And even more fascinatingly to me was that as she was writing about this, she said, oh, and this reminds me of another dream I had many years ago. And she described this other dream that she'd had. And I asked some questions about that dream, and it turned out that dream, it had come into her mind because that dream also was symbolic, and it related to an issue that had gone on in the past and was still going on now on a whole bunch of different levels. And our brains are very interesting, and they can create a bunch of stuff on a whole bunch of different levels. So that's really exciting. So this is what you'll want to do as you work to interpret your dreams. The first step is to write down everything that happened in the dream. This is obviously best done right away, right as soon as you wake up. So get up and write everything down. A lot of people keep dream journals next to their beds. I actually don't. I actually dream very rarely. And I just recently have been discovering the health reasons why that is. And as I've been doing kind of a heavy metal detox and a parasite detox, all of a sudden I'm remembering more dreams. And last night I had a dream, and I woke up after that dream, and I actually dug out my phone and basically texted it to myself so that I would be able to remember it. So do whatever it takes to get a record of this dream that you have. And then you can either parse it apart right then and there or later, but once it's written down, then you don't have to remember it anymore. So after it's written down, what you do is you write down every single thing separately. So for example, my dream last night, I was at a memorial service for a friend's child that died. And then later on, I hosted a reception at my house for that family and all of our mutual friends. And then this random person from my past showed up and wanted to visit. And so then I went and was visiting with this person, and then they left and I couldn't find them. And that was the dream. And so what I did was I wrote down all the different elements of the dream. So element one, the memorial service. Well, so there's the mother of the deceased child, then the child, all of my other friends that showed up to this service in my dream. It was held in a university setting, like a lecture hall. And then there's my house, and then the reception and the visit with this friend who then went missing. So, and the friend. So I'd say the visit from the friend goes missing, all as three separate things. And then what you do is you take your deep breaths and get in tune with your own body. If you feel comfortable, you can also pray for assistance in knowing what each symbol is, which to know what each different part of the dream represents. And then you just go through the list and see what the symbols are. And so, man, my own dream is more complicated than I want to get into on here. But so you might dream at like the university setting, and it symbolizes an educational nature of what you're going through. Or past friends might represent the actual friends, or it might represent the concept of people that you used to be friends with and now you're not. It might represent like that concept of we used to be friends, now we're not. It's like maybe a changing of who you are. There's all these different things that it could mean, and it's up to you to tune into your body and find out what those things are. And if you listen carefully, listen to your own self, you'll get these ideas that just come into your mind, and you just write them down next to the list, next to the item on the list. This person represents this. This place represents this. This event represents this. And you just go down the list. And after you have identified all the different things on the list, and sometimes you don't even need to identify all of the different things, but once you've identified some of the things, then what you can do is reread the whole dream with your new understanding of what is going on in there. Replace the... Sorry about that beeping. It's the dishwasher. It's done. So what you do is reread the dream, but insert the symbols or like the meaning of the symbols in the place of the symbols. And so you can find out what it means there. And what I like to do is at the end of it, just ask like, what is the message here? And then you'll have your message. For me, this morning, the message that I found was, I was sitting there like, what does this mean? What does this mean? And finally, I got this message in my head, and it was so clear. And I thought, oh, that is a really significant message. Now I get it. So all of our dreams, I personally do believe that all of our dreams have meanings, and they might not be big meanings or like super significant meanings, and that doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. Again, I don't usually dream. Dreaming and remembering my dreams is kind of a new thing for me. But I have studied dream interpretation because I find it very fascinating, and I talk other people through interpreting their dreams fairly frequently. But this is a tool that you can use to understand more about what's going on in your life. We don't know ourselves nearly as well as we think we do. We all think that since we are who we are, that we must know ourselves, but really we don't. And I heard a thing yesterday, I think, where somebody said, he said, we pay other people to listen to us when we don't listen to ourselves. And I thought, that's so true. How many times do we go to a therapist or have to call up a friend to talk to them because they will listen to us, but we won't listen to our own selves? Dream interpretation is a way to listen to yourself. It's a way for yourself to communicate with you ideas that you may not be consciously aware of. It's a way for you to tune in with what's really going on, the true reality of your life situation that maybe you're consciously blocking from yourself. And it's a way to honor your subconscious mind. I'm all about the subconscious mind. Love your subconscious mind, and listen to it. So I urge you to go ahead this week, and if you have any dreams, write them down, parse them out. Let me know how it goes. I would love to hear from you. And I hope this helped somebody today. I hope you have a great day.